Brian.
So this week
Brian.
we're watching a movie called The ButterCream Gang. We're going to be doing a live commentary with the movie audio in the background because we're too lazy to figure out how to just have our voices.
Well, I mean, if they start the movie at the same time, it'll be playing at the same time.
Yeah, I know. We'll give you a cue when we're about to start the movie, and
Do I have
that
to
way
do
you
that?
can try and sync it up. You can do it if you want.
I guess I'll have to do that.
Brian!
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah.
We're trying to do an intro
We're
for this.
doing an intro, and you're fucking off.
Oh, you
Hey,
did
hey,
it
hey,
backwards.
language.
I fucking know this goes
Hey! No swearing. We're watching the ButterCream Gang. This is a family-friendly movie, okay?
Friendly.
Family films for families.
All right, so why are we watching the ButterCream Gang?
Because it was delivered to me 10 years ago. It was delivered to me 10 years ago in the mail. Fuck. Yeah, Evan just pantomimed me to speak louder, so I hope you can fucking hear me. If not, turn your fucking volume up. They all have volume knobs.
This is one of Brian's favorite movies.
It's not my fucking favorite movie.
It is his favorite.
I got it in the fucking mail when I was like 10.
This is Brian's favorite
for free,
movie, which is why we're doing a movie review on it.
And that movie is The ButterCream Gang, 1992.
Evan, give us some backstory.
Its initial release was in 1992, and the movie is about a gang of do-gooders who refuse to give up on an old friend who falls in with a bad crowd.
This came out in 92?
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
I wasn't
bud.
even born yet.
This
when
movie's
movie
almost
came
as
out.
old as me. I had no idea.
I wasn't born when this movie came out.
Well, you'll know that everything in the movie's really current and fresh. All the kids have iPads.
Of course.
No, they don't.
Do I have an iPad? I don't think I have an iPad. I sound really bad on the mic, so I'm gonna come over here.
That's because you're
Move that
stupid.
keyboard.
I don't like cold.
We'll get cozy.
Brian, scooch the fuck over.
I'm all the way in. What do you
I
mean?
like this. I like being in between two big men like this.
Well,
That's good stuff.
big where it counts, bub.
Right?
And the brains.
Okay. Well,
Something smells like sausages. You eat a sausage?
you can smell that, do you?
Yeah.
Are you
it
cooking
fucking
sausages?
reeks,
Yeah.
man. All right, so here it is. Here it is. Here is the ButterCream Gang.
We need a safe word. A word for them to cue in on.
We already talked about that, but
What's
you
the
were too
safety
busy
word?
dicking around making
What's the safety
sausages.
word?
Sausages.
What's the safe word?
We're about to cook some sausages.
That's
When
not
we
how
say
this works,
sausages-
Brian.
Rumpelstiltskin.
No, it's
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumple.
No, Rumpelstiltskin.
No, rumple.
oh my god.
Pete's a bastard. Oh. Cue in on the sound of the barb.
The barp.
The barb.
Rumpelstiltskin and his barps.
Oh my god. We gotta open this window.
Come on.
Oh, that's rough.
You know, I'm not even actually cooking sausages. That's all me.
Oh my god.
No, we've lost
This is-
all the fan base.
Now they've stopped listening.
They've all
This
stopped
is the
listening.
ButterCream Gang commentary. Go!
Okay, no, for real this time. We're pressing play, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Deke! No, it's real. It's real. It's real. Go.
Feature Films for Families presents. This isn't the same people who made Ghost Stories.
No, I'd laugh if it was.
This already has much better production value.
This
Then
movie's already...
Ghost-
Shut up, Cole. Shut the fuck up, Cole.
Hey, where are you guys? You know I gotta catch
Where are you guys? Come
Hey,
here.
I'm going to Baltimore.
This isn't an intro.
Surprise! Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Go Bears.
Stuff for you. Now you can blend in with the natives. Thanks, man.
Native
Once you
Americans?
change your mind.
Hey, whoa.
You know I can't do that. My aunt's alone with 2 little boys. I gotta go help her out.
How old is that
I'm a
kid?
buttercreamer, right?
The kid looks like he's like
Yeah, I know.
34.
Why is the old one? Why are they? Who chooses the name Buttercream?
She does make
They're all
spaghetti with ketchup on it.
Buttercreamers.
They're all
This guy looks like he's 12 but has Owen Wilson's full-grown
My last
nose.
final act is president.
This guy?
Yeah!
Nominate Scott to be president of the Buttercreamers.
Why do you want to nominate me?
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
I wouldn't trust Scott.
We need a blood
Scott looks like a
sacrifice.
fleb.
Yeah.
What was that little finger flick?
It's their gang signal.
It's like, hey, yo.
It's when they're on the street
Hey, yo.
Gang
and
signs.
somebody from the chocolate cake gang comes along, they know who's on their
Chocolate
side.
Cake Gang, the rivals. Fuck.
Called Moose Mayhem.
Like
Nose man.
All right, look at me.
The Blueberry
Buttercreamers isn't
Busters.
about helping people out or whatever.
One sec, this is.
It's about having fun. You know? You know about fun?
Yeah.
Huh?
This like 34-year-old man shouldn't be touching kids this way. He's gonna end up like Kevin Spacey.
I have a
pretty soon.
lot of fun, but I never have fun helping others.
This must be how they recruit neo-Nazis. It's just like, you know...
The wholesome way to do it.
Have
Yeah,
you ever
the
seen
wholesome
Banshee?
way.
Yeah, this is like Banshee, but
You know, being a part of it's not all serious all the time. Being a buttercreamer is about enjoying
ew!
yourself.
Look at that font. That's disgusting. Ew.
But that's
It looks like somebody took their finger and actually wrote buttercream on the screen.
but that looks like this.
Oh, what?
I've
That's
seen that
pretty
same
current.
font on
The
pornos.
Whitest name ever, Jason Johnson.
Isn't this what this is?
Michael D.
It's the only all-child starring porno.
That's not a porno.
Who's
Who are you?
Old man Jerry's coming down.
Old
to
man Jerry.
See you off on
Do you
your
think
big
it's one of
adventure.
those movies
Old
where
man
What the
Jerry.
fuck is going on? Like, what is happening?
Jason
they
Glenn.
gave us no like context.
Okay, so from what I gather here, he I don't know.
Is that a shank in his pocket?
What's the old guy? What's the
He's going to prison. This is the Trailer
it's
Park
the
Boys.
Beamer.
What's the old guy's name again? Is he well anyway, he's the former leader of the Buttercream gang, but it looks like he's aged out and they're sending him away.
He's been offered up to sacrifice.
No, I think he's holding a White Sox banner, so he's going to wherever the fucking White Sox.
He's going to
are.
Chicago.
Isn't the White Sox the Vancouver soccer team?
No, it's a White Caps.
White Caps, yeah. Sorry if you're uncomfortable, Evan.
Well, your cap's always going to match your socks there, Cole.
See, this is good intro credits, you know? Like, the story's progressing along, and I can see what's going on. Not like Ghost Stories, where it's just like, 30 years later.
It was called Ghost Game.
Ghost Game. What did I say? Ghost Stories?
This screenplay was by Forrest Parker III. Took 3 Parkers to write this fucking movie.
It better be good. So far, I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit.
So is this a flashback? What kind of transition was that?
What the fuck is that kid wearing? He's wearing, like, skinny jeggings. Not jeggings, what are those things? Jorts. Skinny jorts.
You see his whole kneecaps. He looks like the guy from Reno 911.
I'm kind of upset that like in this kind of like people are against bullying.
You wait, shit gets real here in a minute.
This kid's wearing a watch. What 9-year-old wears a watch?
One that likes to keep the time.
He's a smart kid. He's a smart one. So did they just send this kid off in a bus by himself, and the old farmer came to say goodbye, and that's it?
Yeah.
Where's these guys' parents?
He's going somewhere to
Oh, that's
get
the
in
love
with a bad
interest.
crowd.
Scott, Lenny, Evan, stop!
Scott,
Oh.
Lenny, and Evan. Oh,
Everyone
look at
had
that! Coordinated stop.
She's definitely the love interest. There's gonna be a hot and pretty
Okay,
scene
hold-
coming out.
This is the only way that
I can't make
childhood
jokes about this, man.
obesity has ever been great.
What the fuck?
That one bald kid kind of looks
What
exactly.
is
Yeah, that kid looked
happening?
exactly like me when I was that age.
You ever heard of a tsunami?
So this is the first mission of the new Buttercream gang?
Yeah.
Is to skip rope with the kids. But we still have no context.
Oh, he did 10. Guys, he's a hero.
Like,
Well, no, he earthquakes, so everybody falls down.
if I was a kid watching
They're
this,
saying that he's fat.
oh my god. If I was a kid watching this, I would have no idea what's going on. They haven't told us anything.
Check and see if you recorded.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was.
Fucking dummy.
Big stupid fucking dumb.
What does that say? Chog or bust?
I thought
Chog
it
or
said
bust.
Chicano or bust.
Chicano.
So they let this kid hitchhike on his own. Chicago or bust.
That kid didn't hitchhike. He was on a charter
How's
bus.
Chicago?
Okay, he's in
Only gone a
Chicago.
month.
This guy looks like Ed Harris if he aged backwards.
I really missed the fun
I was
we
looking
had
at Ed
together.
Harris movies at Black Dogs.
I like Ed
Well,
Harris.
school started 2 weeks ago. And just like
He's
you
supposed to be in
predicted,
Chicago?
Do you hear the sirens?
how's
That's
your
inner
experience?
city sirens.
Hey, Aunt Maria.
Well, hey, Pete. How'd you do in school today?
Fantastic. It's my exams. We got an A on the old history report.
Hey, Pete, that's great. You know, if your parents were alive, I think they'd be so proud of
Oh
you.
my god! If your parents weren't horribly murdered in a car accident, I'm sure they would be super happy right now.
Yeah, he's back.
You orphan. I'm just kidding.
You can't be murdered by a car unless it's sentient.
You're Bert.
Like,
Vehicular manslaughter.
fucking cars.
Aw, that's sweetie. Hey, you got a letter from Pete
Wouldn't it be great if there was a gang of cars in prison?
That would be Cars 4.
The ones
The
with
Motorhead.
Steve
the ones with
McQueen goes
spikes
to
would be the
prison.
most intimidating.
That I've never seen that picture of Albert
Einstein.
Einstein before.
He's swimming.
Okay, so what? It's no longer summer. Is it the winter?
It's winter
It's
time.
wintertime.
And he's now a postman.
There was no 30 years later to let
Hey,
us know
Scott.
this.
Got a lot to tell you. Both some good news and some bad. I got straight A's on my report card.
But the
That's
bad
the
news
bad
is I'm
news
addicted
is-
to heroin.
That's the good news. I got into the heroin trade. I'm making a lot of money.
You have a
And part of the white powder gang.
The white powder
Rich
gang.
neighbor kids.
That's
You
not
must
your
have
regular
just
old
out to
bacon
be
flour.
okayed. I'm learning a lot about Chicago, even though it's not like.
What is that?
That guy looks like fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Look at these thugs.
nail for me today, Mom?
Okay, so it's summer again?
I've been gone for 1 year. Been slinging heroin and stabbing prostitutes down here in Chicago.
Don't be late.
I'm now 35.
Guys,
Africa drums.
So is he here going to high school or college?
He's like.
He's like 35 years old. A year went by. He was 34 when he left.
These guys look like the bad guys from the live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
I've
from
learned
the
a lot
90s.
about Chicago. That'd be hilarious if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles showed up right now and just kicked the shit out of them.
Wouldn't it be great? Like, this movie was only 5 minutes long, and like these three guys end up being the guys that the T-800 from Terminator end up killing and taking.
That's pretty good. Give me your clothes.
How quick time is traveling, I'm not surprised.
that's what they all say. See how these fit.
See how these
so
fit.
he's been
Better than your
arrested.
short jeans, skinny short jeans.
For a long time.
I thought police in Chicago
Why
said
haven't you written?
Why haven't you
racist, racist stuff.
This isn't like you, Pete.
I like this. This guy looks like he's in Karate Kid
Baseball
here.
season has started. You gotta
Stevie
see
Ray
if we got
Vaughan.
plans left
Stevie
for
Ray
this
Vaughan.
year.
What?
What is that?
Oh my god, that kid's like 12 years old.
But he's wearing a bra.
He's the hardest one in the gang.
Yeah, you know he did some shit. To
Here we
get into
go.
that
He's
gang.
Look how big his pants are.
Orderly,
Dressing like
vato.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
But it looks like
Do you know what this
straight
is?
like blood in, blood out.
You guys better bust out, huh?
You've been busted, man.
This is the hardest gang in Chicago.
It's a letter from your school. You've been expelled. It says you broke into another kid's locker.
One of the other gangs set me up.
Ever since you were arrested, you've been blaming other people.
I didn't do anything this time, okay?
This lady's acting.
Well, what you did
It's
do
rough.
was pick the wrong friends. And ever since then, you've been getting into
She's
trouble.
reading straight from a cue card.
Yeah, there's just a guy who's holding a giant board behind the camera with her script lines on it.
Look, I asked you to live with us because I thought you'd be a good example for my children. Now all
What?
we talk about is
Does she
being
even
a kid
have
like
kids?
you.
I'll do better.
I feel like if this kid was in an actual like gang movie, he would actually be doing a good job.
You're catching a bus home.
Except for his pants. He's wearing dress pants.
He's set to go to the next funeral homes.
Is he gonna beat her with the suitcase?
That would be an awesome scene.
Fucking
Man.
just hammer it down.
Just fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm
but I
sending
talked to
you
your
to
grandfather,
hell.
And he thinks that the best thing for you would be to go back to Upbridge.
He's gonna come back and be a total dick. He's teaching the ButterCream gang how to like
No,
sling
I don't-
dope
I
and
don't thi-
stab people.
I don't think he's gonna go back. We'll see. I mean,
Is this the best friend? Is this Scott?
But I swear to God, this is the director of the movie.
More power, okay? All right, come on, guys. Just relax.
This movie feels like it would have an asshole direct it and want to be in it as well.
All right, remember, wait for your pitch.
I'm looking this up.
is he like the town pastor slash baseball coach?
Oh boy, yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes. Good hit. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about.
He sounds like Jeff Ross.
Hit with more power. Way to go. Way to go.
He just touched that kid's ass.
Nailed it, nailed it.
And he's a priest.
All right, come on,
Double
come
foul.
next.
Double
Oh,
foul.
the fat kid's gonna be able to rock at this.
Wait for the ball, okay?
No, he's gonna be the fat one. He's not gonna be able to rock it.
He looks like
anyway.
Macaulay Culkin if he ate more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't chase the bad. Just wait
He
for the
looks
ball.
like Macaulay Culkin mixed with the guy who played his older brother in Home Alone.
He would have been a better casting.
Yeah, totally.
Come on, Eldon. You don't have to swing at everything.
His name's Eldon.
The guy swung himself out of the helmet.
I'm gonna knock this one down your throat.
Whoa. The ButterCream gang is not about threats. It's about skipping with little girls.
You suck, Eldon. Told ya. Fatty's not gonna be able to do shit.
Try, Ellen. Good hustle. Good hustle.
Just
All right,
sniff that
everybody,
ball.
come on in.
Yeah.
Come on in for sliding practice. We're gonna meet down at second base. Single file on the first baseline, okay? Let's go, go, go.
Man, they didn't treat their stuff very well.
Man,
Back in
if you keep him like that,
92.
We're gonna kill him in the championship. Yeah, but I only
All
hit
the
him with
baseball
that
stuff went to the movie
last.
Rookie of the Year.
Already started nervous. Too bad Pete's not here. He could probably loosen you out. Yeah, he could loosen everybody out.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no, yeah, that 35-year-old
Pete's
man will
gonna-
loosen you out, alright.
Loosen you up with, I can't make jokes. This is too bad.
Go ahead.
Oh no, make all the jokes you want.
Loosen him up with some heroin and some...
For what?
I can't. I can't do it.
What, his penis? His penis?
It was gonna be a penis joke.
Send a can of Diet Pepsi with the cassette tape of him singing, "You got the right one, baby."
We're best friends.
Fuck you, Cole.
I tried to get in her house, but it was all locked up. Come on, let's go.
Oh, ButterCream gang to the rescue.
News team.
Hey, where you going? We gotta practice for this baseball game.
Wait a minute, guys.
Called it.
Sorry, Coach. We've got something more important to do.
You little fucks!
More important than baseball.
Yeah, you're not even American.
Shouldn't your only answer as a pastor be God is more important than baseball? Like,
God is not playing baseball.
guy's not doing his job right.
What are they doing?
They're going to help this little girl because something got locked.
No.
Somebody fell down again,
Somebody fell down.
and they didn't seem very concerned. Grandma fell down the stairs. There's blood everywhere. Oh, come on, guys. This is for the ButterCream gang.
Is this supposed to be extreme? Is this necessary?
Let's take the scenic route.
Yeah. Let's explore the town that we've already should have seen at the beginning. This should have been the opening scene of the movie right here. Them going to solve a ButterCream mystery with Pete. This is how it should have opened, and then we see what they do. That's what the ButterCream gang does, and then, hey, you're gonna go live with your aunts.
Look at these action shots. Sweet jumps.
Michael
Come on,
Bay.
Fatty.
Let's go.
Come on, Fatty.
Oh, Eldon's gonna bail.
Oh, wow. That was intense. Why does Eldon suck so much?
Oh man, Eldon reminds me of the best friend in Ghost Game. Come on, guys, what are you waiting for? He almost killed Scott.
Oh, I gotta get this out of my pocket.
Is that a remote control in your pocket? You're just excited for the ButterCream gang.
I feel like that bike chase wasn't worth filming.
Yeah, they could have just cut from them leaving the baseball field to here.
So did an old lady fall down?
I've fallen and I can't get up. They have those. What are those things called?
Med alert or whatever the shit.
Yeah, but it just calls the ButterCream the cream alert.
I know we put it back in here.
I feel like if somebody fell, they're like time is of the essence, and they're like dicking around in the garage.
Got it.
It's gonna hang themselves. We can't solve it.
Suicide.
They're not old enough for Bleach yet. Bleach wasn't invented.
Why did it
when
take
this
this little
movie
girl
came
so long to get here after getting them? Like, they had enough time to go through the basement.
out. And she came to warn them. Why don't they just kick a window in? There's gotta be a brick around somewhere. I think there was a lot of bricks in the 90s.
Fatty, they're not pulling you up.
Yeah, I'm ready. Come on, Lenny.
Oh yeah. Fat kid on fat kid. It's like Kevin Bacon's band. Greasy. Kevin Bacon and the Greasy Boys. What?
Where do these fucking kids come from?
See, the way they shot that?
Ask the other little kids to help you. Even if they're little girls, there's like 50 of them. There we go.
Oh, yeah. What if he fell?
He was definitely
He's
standing
gonna
on
fall
something.
and he's gonna get his ankle caught in the loop.
But you guys are the front door.
How did they know the window was open upstairs?
They could see that,
It
Brian.
was over. It was hidden by a balcony.
Mrs. Jenkins, you okay? I'm okay, I think. I'm so glad you're here.
How did this little girl know that she had fallen down if the door was locked? Did she leave and lock the door?
Thank you so much.
That's it? You're not gonna call the
I
hospital?
get so frightened when I fall like that and can't get up.
Well, are you sure you're okay? Can we do anything else to help you?
Well, I do need some things from the store.
Put her in a
once we have
home.
time. If you're sure it would be all right.
If you're at the point where you can't get up when you fall,
Thank you.
You
But-
shouldn't be living in
I
this
appreciate
massive
everything
house.
you
Yeah,
do.
That's gonna come back in the end somehow. She's just
Oh, and be sure to get
motoring.
yourselves
I
a treat
know.
now at the store with the chain.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. They were not going quick enough for that urgent of a situation.
oh yeah.
You know, like if she fell, she like hit her like. My grandpa used to fall, and he would
Did
like
they-
smash his head
did-
on stuff, and there'd be blood everywhere.
Didn't they go into the basement of the house to
No,
get
that
the
was
rope?
The garage.
That was the garage? That looked like a basement.
No, it was the garage.
No, we're just picking up some things for Mrs. Jenkins.
Could they not enter the house through the garage?
No.
See,
There was
this
a
is a
car
good
in the
intro to these characters. You know?
Yes, 1,000.
That was during the early days of the town. After a raid, it killed several of the men. The minister asked some of the teenage boys, including my great-grandfather, to help the
Bury
widows
the
by turning
bodies
the
and
butter.
cover up the evidence.
It was hard work, you know.
I find this mostly unrealistic because I feel like no grown man in this town would like willingly refer to these young males as
As
the
the
young ButterCream gang, and they'd probably yell some homophobic
My father
words
was-
at them.
One ever since.
This is the original ButterCream gang.
You know, when I was your age.
Oh yeah.
So it's a town tradition.
Come and go, but I think you boys are the best I've seen. You give all that change to Mrs. Jenkins.
Who's the original ButterCreamer?
His grandfather.
Was the original?
Yeah. He just did you hear that story?
No.
How like the
don't-
town minister like murdered a bunch of people and got the ButterCream gang to cover it up?
I don't have any money.
That's just what he said.
Money Mrs. Jenkins gave us. No, Mr. Jack wants us to give the money back. Well, what's wrong? Can't chase them both? Hell, then. Hi, Mr. Turner.
You're the best I've ever seen, and this kid's like eating her groceries and stealing her money.
Hey, you're Mr. Jack.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. Congratulations.
Thanks. Do you know when Pete's getting back?
I'm sorry, boys. I can't talk now. I'm late. I'll see you later and we'll talk more. Bye.
Bye. He's gonna go pick up Pete right now at the airport. Pete's being a little bitch.
Yeah, sure thing. But I'm not delivering them all the way down on Beck Street this time. I've had enough exercise for one day.
Oh, come on, fatty.
Come on, fatty.
Man, they're really greasing up that kid.
They
Yeah,
are.
they're like, you're gonna put on about 40 pounds to play this role.
And self-esteem.
Come on, Christian Bale.
Hey, are you guys gonna go to the graduation dance? I don't know.
Are they just hucking?
She did her just stand around and look dumb.
They're like on a
I think we should
bridge.
go together.
Houses aren't that close together.
Farewell to junior high.
They're just hucking a piece of paper like every like 2 feet.
Sky, you know what I mean. No, I just think he's afraid to dance with a girl.
They're not even looking where they're throwing them. They're just throwing them
They're
off.
just hucking them.
What am I gonna
Because
do
the
if I'm out
stuntmen
dancing
were
with a
actually
girl and they start playing a slow song?
biking on this
Slow
one.
down.
They can't act and bike at the same time.
I didn't see you there. You didn't see me.
Nerd.
Am I invisible?
Uh-oh. There's a love interest.
How's it going, Dad?
Good. Kind of late tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, well.
Why the fuck are they all driving
Oh,
cars
man.
for the Civil
It
War?
looks like Robin
Williams.
Williams.
I was gonna say that. It looks like young Robin Williams.
But he sounds like
Listen.
Do you see these cars they're working on?
Son.
they're like Civil War era cars. Give it a crank there,
It's a
son.
Civil War era house.
Don't forget to pray for Jesus.
Dear God.
Oh, right to the boss.
Cut back to Pete stabbing somebody for a purse in Chicago.
Yeah, we're not getting enough
Oh,
of the
what?
Chicago storyline.
Oh, I thought he was gonna be sitting out there, listening in. Dance under the stars.
I thought it said stairs.
Stairs. Harry Potter.
No, not in a long time. No, me neither. Oh, Charles, Grandpa was sure
It's been well over a year since you've heard from Pete.
I didn't notice. I had a snow cone on my mind.
You guys, there's no practice today. Let's go to Pete's house. Sorry, Margaret. I didn't see you there.
Why should today be any different?
Really? Because,
Man, they're not giving this nerd like an easy time.
No.
what's this?
I like how we knocked everything
Picture
down.
of a gang in Chicago. I'm doing an extra credit report today on gangs in big cities.
Another report. Margaret, you already got an A. Why do you keep torturing us?
Oh, they look pretty mean. It's because they're a real gang, not like you guys.
Why are they oohing at their own insult?
See you guys.
See you after school.
This fucking movie is stupid.
Margaret's my favorite character so far.
No, not this late.
I haven't.
What do you mean you don't have any homework this late in the year? Wait, why are they going to go around Pete's house?
Mr. Turner, you home?
Guys, come on in.
Hey, that sounds like Pete. He's back? He's back. What? That'll
Well,
be great
that's
to see him.
great. School must let out early in
All
Chicago.
right, the ButterCreamers are back together.
Hey guys, come on back. Long time no
Ole.
see.
What happened to you?
What, you mean the threads? Pretty cool, huh? You like them?
Well, you look different.
Well, you do too, man, but that's cool.
How long you been home?
I just got back. I mean, how'd you guys even know I was in town?
Well, we didn't. We saw your grandpa yesterday.
You spaced out when we asked how you were doing.
We thought something might be wrong.
How come you did right?
Those didn't make me run.
They just broke my fucking rule.
Why don't we go to grass,
Oh,
son?
we won
Get some
6
treats.
questions.
I'm buying.
What are we waiting for?
Sure it's okay with your grandpa?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Come on. It's time I can walk, if you know the bike's not fixed yet.
Yeah, that's all right.
You made me pretty thirsty.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He looks like Ice-T. He dresses like Ice-T does in
All right.
Cool.
every Ice-T movie made in the 90s.
No, he's dressing like Jean-Claude Van Damme in Bloodsport.
Hello, Miss Campbell. Hi. Hi, Mr. Grant.
Oh, hi, Scott. What are you up to?
Oh, it's no good as usual.
Oh my god.
Hey there, Mr. Grant. Remember me? Why, Pete Turner. That's it. I'd hardly recognize you. It's good to see you.
Listen, I'm thinking about changing my name to Pete Valdez. That's my mom's name.
Well, Pete Valdez, I can see that you've been to the big city.
Yeah, look a little bit different, huh?
Yeah.
He's still wearing his blood
You're
colors.
still the same old Pete that used to help me around the store, aren't you?
Dressing like an LA
Still
king.
the same. Where's your shoelaces?
Oh, they're still back at the end of the middle aisle there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Sure.
Gonna steal some shoelaces?
So, you boys on buttercream business again?
Just welcoming Pete back into town. I'm buying the drinks.
Oh, well, that's a momentous occasion. That'll be $1.82, Eldon. Eldon, now you know the rules. You'll have to drink that outside.
Sorry, Miss Scrap.
Why?
You fat fuck. Sorry.
Why is that a rule? You know we bought it.
Well, did you find the shoelaces you wanted?
No, actually, I was looking for some neon-colored ones. Why don't you call me and tell me when you get some in?
Oh, sure will. You take care of yourself now, Pete.
Well, don't worry about
Some
that. Mr. Grant. I
neon-colored
will.
shoelaces.
Thank you.
It really matches your ghetto apparel.
For you, something for you, Scotty, one for you. Hey, you guys want to head out down to the swimming hole?
We can't. Why not? You gotta go home. Mrs. Jenkins won't, remember? Hey, now you're back. You can help us.
We'll get done a lot faster.
Hey guys, I'm late. I gotta head back home.
All right, we'll pick our bikes up later.
All right, catch you guys late tonight, okay?
Bye.
See you,
Hey,
Pete.
thanks.
Hey, Scotty. Later.
Why didn't say goodbye to the other two?
I want to call a meeting to order.
Here?
Now? Yeah, now. What's Bryan here? There's something wrong with Pete. Why? Just because he shows up looking different? I think he's okay.
I think he's more than okay. Pete's
Was
still
this
about
filmed
treatment.
here?
I think it's great.
Yeah, well, where'd he get the money?
Look this up.
I don't know. Maybe his grandpa gave it
Is
to
this
him.
your phone?
That's
No,
just
it
it.
doesn't.
Oh.
His grandpa doesn't have money for stuff like that. What's he doing back so early? School's not out yet.
Oh, give me a break. Maybe school gets out early in Chicago. Just because he shows up looking different doesn't mean there's something wrong. I'm a weird turn.
I second it. Guys, let's just get the lawn done.
These kids. I want these kids to be their own gang. You know, like
Did
this is
they,
before
are they
you.
playing kick the bucket? Is this a metaphor for death?
That's them.
They
the
did.
kick the bucket gang.
The bucket.
Before we can join the
bucket
ButterCream
kickers.
gang, you're gonna learn how to kick the bucket. Man, good old days when people would go over to each other's houses and kick the buckets.
Excuse me, Margaret. Can I talk to you for a second?
Well, are you sure you can see me?
Give me a break.
Yeah, Margaret, quit being a fucking bitch.
I just want to borrow one of your reports.
Fuck you, Margaret.
Fucking
Which one
slut.
did you want? I've tortured you with so many.
The one you gave this morning on gangs.
Why? You didn't seem that interested
It's
when
the
I
loudest
gave
I've
it.
ever heard.
How do you? Okay,
Why is that little girl staring at them in the background?
No, this filmed in Utah, apparently.
Now that you're there, you can't move.
Please?
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Continuity.
It's school.
Great. I owe you one.
It's a metaphor.
I owe you one.
We're
Don't-
all girls just playing hide and go seek.
Don't look at the
Of
camera.
life.
Delivery
Kid
service,
looks
you know.
directly into the camera.
Walk over with me.
I do not get why that kid doesn't think Margaret is way sexier.
Can't say that a child's sexy, Cole.
Well, I mean, imagine if Margaret was an adult.
Imagine.
Imagine if Margaret was like, you know,
That would never happen.
a child becoming an adult.
Never.
Cole, Margaret's dead.
From what's the kid's name again? Scotty's point of view. If you were Scotty, that's what I mean.
I wouldn't think, oh, you're sexy.
I'd be praying for forgiveness
I would,
quick, man.
I would be, oh, you're a sexy little girl.
I'm talking about from Scotty's point of view. You know, he's being like an idiot. He's being
From
a
Scotty's point of view, she's the fucking nerd. She's the research one.
He's gonna cop some dome and get an A on that book report, son. He loves doing book reports.
The way he was dressed and all.
I'm going to hell,
You're not
bud.
judging him by the way he looks,
Now
right?
Robin Williams is gonna come in and give some.
I'm gonna switch from the buttercream gang to the nut cream.
Oh man,
The nutter cream.
that's the color. That's the color of
Dad,
the new. What's the
I
kid's
think
name
you stole
again?
the treats he gave Ellen, Ronnie, and me from Mr. Grant's store.
Discount Robin
It's like
Williams
the best
here.
friend in the world. I really missed him while I was gone.
It's the Dead
So I
Poets
guess
Society.
You think you joined the gang back in Chicago? Huh?
I don't know.
Did you actually see him steal the treats?
Well, not exactly, but I didn't see him pay for them either.
The way it was shot seemed
How
really
would I get him in
like
trouble?
suspicious.
What should I do?
Well, son, if you think this pie was stolen, then you need to either return it or pay for it. And if you think Pete stole, then you need to let Mr. Graff know also. It's not going to do anyone
He
any
definitely
good
is
to
discount
find
Robin
this
Williams.
person. But before you go accusing him, make sure you know the truth. You ought to ask him about it.
Laying down some hard truth, discount Robin Williams.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Thanks, Robin Williams. You're welcome, Zach
One more
Morris.
thing. Real gangs are real dangerous. So if you think Pete was in a gang, be careful.
I feel like this
Anyway,
guy has two
I'm not-
country albums.
Shiv first.
Shiv first.
So you
Ask
maybe
questions
I
later.
Get some feedback from you guys. Is that what having a dad is like?
No.
Fuck.
The advice he gives you is more genuine.
All right.
So she's just gonna read about gangs now?
What if she becomes a
Oh,
gang?
she joins the gang. But the gang that Pete was involved in, what do they do?
What's up, man?
Oh my
What are you
god!
doing here?
Thought you said you were gonna come over. Brought your bike back. It's a great bike. Wish I could afford one.
Yeah, I got off my paper money. You can help me out and get one just like it.
And what? Take it back to Chicago? Get stolen in 2 days.
Why would it take you 2 days to steal a bike?
Thanks for not saying anything back there.
About what?
About me stealing stuff from Gramps.
Oh, well, I wasn't sure if you stole. I was gonna ask.
No, I'll apologize and pay.
Man, threaten to kill him. Come on, threaten to kill him.
Picked up a lot of bad habits back in Chicago. Hanging out with you's helping out. It's helping out a lot. So listen, I heard some new commercials when I was back there. You ready? Picture this, all right? This old lady falls down and she says, "I've fallen down and I can't get up." I mean, she's flipped over on her back like a turtle or something, and she's just kicking and screaming, going, "I've fallen down
What?
That's pretty funny.
Why are his parents coming up to his room and saying, like, how the fuck did you get in the house?
Can I talk to you about something? Well, sure, whatever.
They just referenced I've fallen and I can't get up, and that's what we made a joke about.
That happened earlier in the movie.
About Pete being in a
That's so
I
weird.
heard Pete say that he stole some stuff from Mr. Graff.
That was so meta.
That's why I wanted to borrow my
Was that even out? How old is that commercial? We were watching that commercial at Bow Down when we were there.
Well, what you need now
Playing
is
on
what Pete
TV.
wants to do.
Okay.
This is from 1992. This is like 20 years ago.
See what's going on.
This is like 25 years
The
ago.
maker of that commercial loves the ButterCream
Oh
Gang
my
movie.
god.
Oh,
Are you sure it's okay to be in the treehouse? Yeah, it's okay. What are we doing here?
why are treehouses so sexist?
I think Scott, Manny, and Elda need our
I think it's the people who make them.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the treehouse.
Hey, get out of here, girls.
Trees hate vaginas.
This is known.
Well, it's like, like it's bad luck to have a woman on a boat because the boat gets jealous because all vehicular or motorized
all-
vehicles
Are female.
are female. Trees don't have, they got like those big vagina-looking.
Do not eat from the candy tree. It devours children.
Oh yeah.
Go beat him up. Use your gang powers.
He's trying to look for some other cool kids.
Trying to make a gang. He is totally starting a small town gang.
I feel like this is the reason Tupac got shot. Something to do with this movie, I know it.
Some do with the way these kids dress.
Yeah.
They're all wearing button-up shirts that are buttoned at the very top, and that's it.
Farm life.
This is the one bad egg that they're always talking about.
How do they not notice those kids? They're not even hiding.
Fucking Children of the Kern.
Children of the Kern.
Living in an age of innocence, in the shadows of a brighter day.
This music's amazing.
It sounds
How the
like
fuck are you gonna catch a fish if you yeah, scare the fucking fish away, you donkey. Oh, I'd fucking throw him in.
Get out of the water, fatty.
Fuck.
I bet you anything, either the baseball coach is singing this, or the dad.
The dad, yeah.
The
That's
dad.
what I felt about it. I'm looking that up.
Why is he coming with them to do yard work? Thought he said he wasn't into that.
He just said he gotta go.
Send all those yesterdays to tomorrow. Won't you please tell me where?
This is our turf. This children's playground.
This jungle gym is our turf.
Oh, they totally just kicked those 4-year-olds off the teeter-totter. All these little don't these little girls in this movie remind you of like crows? They're always just sitting around together watching.
That's actually kind of a cool concept. What if they all just like
on IMDb they're referred to as the Creamettes.
The girls? The Creamettes?
That's disgusting.
I feel like that's not appropriate.
Oh, you fucked my Pringles up, but dude, oh, you got dirt on him, dude.
He's become a real juvenile delinquent. He's breaking glass all over the train
All
tracks.
these little girls spying on them everywhere they go. There's like a horde of little girls spying.
Man, this
on
is like Village of the Damned.
I want to see these kids in it.
But
just like throw an
fat
it
ones
clown
get
in
eaten
there.
first.
Oh, he's the tastiest.
That's unfortunate.
Get out of the road!
I want there to be a drastic change.
Now
like
they're fucking stealing apples from an orchard. Gangsta. Sug life. I want to bake a pie.
I used to have crab apple fights when I was a kid.
But I did too. I got smoked in the eye a couple fucking times.
You ever throw them in the microwave first, so they're like fucking
explode?
No, I imagine that'd be amazing.
Fucking hot.
Jumps right to graffiti. Went from fucking stealing apples to writing black.
What? Yeah, black?
He just wrote black.
Oh, smiley face.
Smiley face. These guys are hard, man. I wouldn't want to mess with these guys.
This is pure escalation.
Now them stealing apples, as long as they have baskets, it's justified.
Oh, arson?
Right to arson.
Oh my
Straight to
god.
arson.
There must be some deep psychological thing wrong with this guy, because, you know, he's been part of the ButterCream gang for so long. He goes to Chicago, and, like, a year later, he's, like, burning garbage cans and stealing bikes. You know...
lame excuse about some flat tire.
So why are you still defending him?
Yeah, Scott, you were the one who first told us he was bad news.
He said he was gonna change. If he wants to stay a member of the gang, he's gotta start helping.
I feel like these kids aren't the main character, you know? Like, I know nothing about these 3 kids. Nothing at all.
He doesn't start helping.
They do chores for the town.
Hey, you guys up there? Scott, are you there?
Margaret, don't move. How'd you know we were here?
Stop kidding me.
You're in a fucking treehouse.
Can I talk now?
Okay.
Is Scott up there? And don't lie to me, Elvin. I know the answer is yes.
Then why are you asking?
What's up, Margaret?
Why'd you hide?
Why'd you hide?
That favor you owe me.
You owe Margaret a favor?
That's worse than dog breath.
You fucking pussy.
Friends of Benedict's.
What's up? His new friends have been stealing from Mr. Graff. They've been picking on little kids. And Regina and her friends said that they've seen him doing all sorts of different things.
Getting into all kinds of
Scott.
strange.
I think you need to do something.
What am I supposed to do?
You're the leader of the ButterCream gang, you fucking puss.
Butter is cream, man.
Butter is cream.
Cream is butter.
It's a circle of life.
Well, I thought talking to Pete was a favor.
Why don't they all join Pete's gang and the movie ends with them burning the town down and stealing all the bicycles and creaming all the creamettes?
I kind of didn't see the movie going to a place where it would pit 2 gangs against each other.
Oh, that would be awesome. A big gang fight between
he heard
the
it.
6 of them?
He's there.
Come on, Scott, we're sorry.
Yeah, Scott, here.
Time to good son a problem he has.
No Country for Old Men. But No Country for ButterCream. This town ain't big enough for the 2 of our gangs.
What's the other gang called? Pete's gang?
And why is it only Pete? Like, if
I don't know if he's named it in the movie. I'm trying to remember.
If every kid went to Chicago, would they all turn out this way?
I need you to know it's been at least 10 years since I've seen this movie.
Uh-oh.
Harassing her. Come on, man.
Nightmare.
Nightmare.
You're the leader of the ButterCream gang.
One of us.
Oh, if they turn Margaret?
So just so everybody knows where we are in the movie, is this Margaret? Is that her name?
Yeah, probably.
The nerd, the redhead nerd. She's being harassed by the bullies,
by the Peter Cream gang.
The Peter Cream gang. Hashtag Me Too.
Oh,
that's what this is.
Ramming
Look at this.
speed.
Oh, suckered.
Oh, nice.
Man, what are you doing?
That was a good shot, too, the way he smashed his face on the ground.
He's having a little fun.
Yeah, well, doesn't look like she's having any fun. Bye, Margaret.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here, Margaret. I'm doing you a favor.
You want to find out?
I don't know anything.
Oh, you want to find out? Do it. Sucker him.
What's the big idea?
We're just having some fun here, Scott.
Yeah, well, maybe you should look the word fun up in the dictionary.
Oh, Scott!
The first real
Oh, you're
confrontation.
gonna ruin it. By the way you've been acting.
He looks like a vampire.
Scott got trapped into taking the geek girl to the dance. She said you owed her a favor.
Don't call her that.
Taking her to the dance is more than just a favor.
Hey, Pete. ButterCream's had a meeting. If you don't start carrying your share of work, you're out.
Hey, I'll make it unanimous. There. I'm out, okay?
Don't you want to talk about it?
Smarten up. Look around. This is my gang here. I don't want anything to do with your stupid club. I'm teaching these guys that they can have anything they want just by taking it. So you, your geek girlfriend over there,
That reminds me of A
just
Clockwork
stay out
Orange.
of my way.
Well, you told me you were going to change.
Don't cry about it, Scott. It's a good line. With my aunt for 6 months and would have kept working on you except for little Miss Nosy, but we'll take care of her.
You gonna kill her? What?
Jeez.
What you did to us. Don't worry about it. Out.
Later, Scott.
I really want them to introduce like guns and death for like the last half of this movie. I wanted to get really dark.
No, knives. Let's go full gangs of New York. Just pulling out a hatchet. Meat cleaver Pete.
I'll teach you to buttercream with this fucking knife.
I'll teach you to buttercream with this.
Oh, he is taking her to the dance. I didn't. When did they say this?
I don't know if they established it.
Hello, Senora. Is Margaret home?
Well, Scott Carpenter, you're looking about as handsome as a man could look.
That's the first time we've heard his last name.
I'm gonna go sit
It's
over
true.
here on the swing and wait for him.
His name's
He'll
John
look for her
Carpenter.
out here.
Talking with the birds and the birds.
So when you fucked my
I
daughter.
thought it was great when Margaret told me you came by and asked her to the dance.
What are those?
She looks like
What are those?
This is totally a She's All That moment where the girl is clearly a pretty little girl.
Yeah.
But She's All That came
then
out
now
last.
like, huh?
She's All That came out like late 90s.
Did it?
1998 or so.
Did they steal that from this movie?
Everybody loves the Buttercream Gang.
This is like a huge cult classic that we're destroying for like hundreds of
We're
like.
just the only one who doesn't know that this is a great movie, I guess.
Yeah, She's All That came out in fucking 99. They totally stole the idea from the Buttercream Gang.
Hopefully, we can count that as a favor.
Look, if you
Why'd
don't
you
wanna
take
go
her
to
through the
dance,
fucking
that's
weeds,
fine.
bud?
Just want you to feel obligated.
Wait, let me finish.
You know when she has fucking burdock stuck in her dress.
You do? Why?
Oh, I've never seen you look so pretty before.
Shallow bitch.
God
Yeah,
damn.
right. Jeez, I didn't like you when you were an ugly nerd.
Now, you
Now that you're all
stupid-
dolled up.
Stupid fucking nerd.
Well, maybe a little. But it's not because I don't want to go with you. It's
How can she see where
There's
she's going?
no other girls in their school that are their age that have
I
been
think this
introduced.
movie predates Contacts. How the fuck does she know where she's going?
I think this movie predates Focus. Has there been a single shot? This is like Infinity Focus where nothing is in focus. There's not been a single shot where everything's been in focus. I thought they were playing Fool Me
Oh,
Right
you
and
know
Fell
there's
in
gonna be
Love.
some funny white people dancing here.
Oh, come on, get ready for it.
Oh, that
boys.
guy right there.
Yeah.
Blue shirt, blue
Oh,
shirt.
right
red
there,
tie.
right there in the foreground.
Yes!
That guy's throwing
Yes!
fucking punches. Look at him.
Is that one of our buttercreamers dancing?
Most
This is the
likely.
most intense middle school dance I've ever seen.
Why do they always look like this in Oh, who's that? Oh,
The
Dad's
chaperones are
down.
getting dirty.
That guy.
Dad's
Fuck.
getting down.
Synchronized foot twitching.
Who is this?
Drop the mic.
Vanilla Ices.
They got one of the. They got one of the
Teenage
Beastie
Mutant Ninja
Boys.
Turtles have to show up now.
They got one of the.
They got
Beastie Boys.
Vanilla Ice in this.
Right, we're going to slow things down a bit, right? So I want to see
Is he English?
No, he's Australian.
lady or that handsome young man, all right?
Is that Australian?
Sam's Australian.
I love it when
You're
you call
Australian.
me Big Papa.
I want to remake this movie, but add my own music in.
Biggie Smalls was happening at that time. Why isn't this playing?
The rest of the Fatty Cream gang are like staying in the background.
Come on, Scott. You're the leader of the Buttercream Gang.
You gotta show the other two how
Just
it's
hold on to
done.
me, Scott.
Oh, they're laughing at him. Don't laugh at your boy.
Oh snap! Push came to shove,
oh.
motherfucker.
He's laughing at him.
You know you're about to get taken by somebody. Fucking forced.
All the rest of the girls are like, damn it.
Man, Margaret is forward.
And obviously Scott doesn't want any... You know, like when the main character is kind of into the girl, but he doesn't want to admit it? Scott is not into Margaret. He does not like her.
I think he's into her.
I don't think he is. Like, he's not even like... She's not showing interest at all.
Oh god.
Oh,
Look at they're drinking Diet Pepsis, but you can't see it because it's not in focus.
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna dump pig's blood on them?
Wouldn't that be fucking
This is like a
amazing?
huge... Then
Oh,
Carrie stole
firework.
that too. Everything that's
Throw it at
ever
her
been
feet.
done.
Throw it at her feet.
She blew her leg off.
It's bringing back flashbacks from Vietnam.
This is PST. This whole movie is about PST.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to this
Yeah,
town.
Scott's gonna go fight him.
Come on, Scott, go fuck
I want
him
to see
up.
like a what's
Let's have a Donnybrook voice.
I want to see a Patrick Swayze fight scene.
We should you know what? Recut fucking Roadhouse into this.
Yeah, like a Roadhouse fight scene.
I always do. Just let me me tell you something. You and your two little buddies over there better watch out. You understand?
No, you watch out!
I'm warning you.
You better stop what you're doing!
Who's gonna stop me, huh? You and the two stooges over there?
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Back in Chicago.
This is a mix of like every movie
ever.
Are you threatening me?
No, it's a promise.
Oh, snap! Them's fighting
Tomorrow,
words.
3 o'clock, Swanson's Field. You better be there.
We will.
Let's get out of here.
Why wouldn't you just duke it out right now? It's dark.
Yeah, you'll be toast when we get there with you!
Yeah, burnt toast!
Burnt toast.
Oh, that pissed him off. The
Oh.
look back. When you look back, you know he's afraid.
Yeah, he's like, fuck.
Man,
Yeah.
the whole
I
dance was
couldn't
watching
take
that
off Scott.
confrontation.
Scott's swinging from a tree branch.
Oh, we're talking about it today at church.
Don't fight kids.
I wish Christopher Walken was in this movie.
All right, everyone. Don't.
Today's sermon
is
willfully said, I'm glad to do.
It's a baseball coach.
Yeah.
You called it. Yeah, well, he was wearing the fucking collar.
Yeah. He was wearing the priest collar.
I'm not psychic, I'm just observant.
Oh. I thought it was just a
Is
joke.
our spiritual progression based on our ability to love and care for one another.
And I love baseball.
I think we'd all admit that there is.
He's going to use a baseball analogy.
I hope
between our
so.
ability to love and care for one another and the quality of our own lives.
Oh, I thought you say baseball.
But to what degree do those abilities affect the quality of the lives of those around us? Will we really take the time to learn how to love all
Don't the other two
not just
Buttercreamers
our
look like
friends,
Crab and Goyle?
but our own
No, they look like, and he totally looks like Malfoy.
We simply cannot just offer our help.
Wasn't he just at the
love,
podium and he
friendship,
walked into the center and then he was back at the podium walking back into the center?
Love, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, has been replaced. It's been replaced by the concept of turning the other cheek. And will we do it with a cheerful
Is this the first time we've seen his mom?
regardless of whether or not there's a
No, she was at the
reward
dinner
in it?
table for like 2
Oh,
minutes.
you're right.
Because I can tell you this. Whether or not
I'll tell you,
see
when
the
Scott,
results
when
of
you
your
fight
actions,
Pete this afternoon at 3 at the flagpole, you better kick his ass.
You better think about your
absolutely
actions.
No good deed goes unrewarded.
Great. I knew I shouldn't have come to church today.
Coach has to know about the fight. He was looking right at me. Nah, I heard him practice last week.
It doesn't matter. My mom told me God knows everything in advance.
So what do we do now?
You fight him.
It's getting late. Wonder where they are. Probably wimped out on us. Hey, you see what I see?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
I got 3 of them
What
right
if this
here.
movie just turned into The Stand right now?
You greasy dime store hood.
Stay there.
That's far enough. What do you want?
Scott wants to meet you alone.
Where?
Old truck in the Olive Grove.
Better not be no double cross.
Not.
They get all those little girls to eat them.
The buttercream. The creamettes. Fuck, that's gross.
What's this all about, huh? So we came here to fight.
I want to marry
I hope he rolls up his jean shorts.
Sounds to me like an excuse not to fight, Scott.
I'm here, aren't I? I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be. You know, I learned a lot back there in Chicago.
Yeah, well, maybe not enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
What you learned in Chicago is how to fight.
Hey, man, what else is there?
Courage.
I ain't afraid of nothing.
All right. I challenge you to spend the day with me tomorrow. Just like last summer. That's if you've got the guts.
I ain't yellow.
Nobody calls me Yella. I dare you to go on a date with me. Will you take me to the dance, the buttercream dance? He's in the same psychology that Margaret used on him. I was really excited to see a fight.
I think we should be really asking ourselves, how did Pete get a bike?
You stole it.
He's been there for 2 days, hasn't he? Is this day 2?
It's been at least 2 days.
It's probably been 4 fucking years, by the way. This movie skips around.
So 2 years in Chicago
So
taught him how to like murder people
one day
and get in
gonna
fights.
change him back?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, there's got to be some deep psychological stuff wrong with Pete if how quickly he was influenced in Chicago.
He was in Chicago for over a year.
I know, but I mean, if he spent his entire life growing up part of this ButterCream gang, who like help people and stuff like that, you know, there's got to be way more something wrong with Pete.
I'm telling you, the moment another 6 months, maybe in Vancouver, I'm gonna be in like 8 gangs. I'm gonna go back to Digby to visit, and
yeah, we should retell the ButterCream story with Bryan.
I like how they're swimming right beside a sewage pipe.
Yeah,
there's just like logs being splot out. That was an awful rope swing.
You should not be proud of what you just did.
These are separate rope swings.
Why would you be on the rope swing if you got like a... That's a janky diving board, though.
Why were the other two not invited? Like, what is this gonna solve?
Well, I mean, if the other two were invited, then he would bring his 2 guys, who were nice, really nice guys, until he turned them into...
And then they'd all have fun, but the next day they'd have to go back to being different gangs.
I want to see this, but with like a blood in a crypt.
Yeah.
What if this is how the Blood and Crypt rivalry starts? This is just a prequel to gang violence.
This seems... I want to live in this town.
I know.
They got like tubes and
so idyllic.
Freaking diving boards.
Looks like these two are gonna bang.
It does. There's a lot of sexual tension going on here.
But
Pete's like, oh, I wasn't a bad egg after all.
There's way
I
more
was
sexual
just a
tension.
homosexual because I didn't know how to express myself.
throw more with your shoulders. With your sexy ass.
There's way more between him and Pete than there is with him and Margaret.
Well, you've done it again.
What'd I do now?
Maybe relax and forget all my worries.
What
There's...
worries?
The championship game tomorrow. I completely forgot about it.
Kid, you're the fucking epitome of white privilege.
It's not like old times, is it?
But it could be.
I don't think so.
Well, why not?
Because things change, right?
Some things change and some things stay the same.
I already have.
Well, you and me here, I mean, it's just like old times.
Yeah, except what you're really trying to do is save me from myself. And hey, I already know it's too late.
It is
My
not.
daddy told me not
Look,
to be ashamed of my
Dave
penis.
No, the only thing today proves is that we were friends.
What do you mean?
Forget it. You won't understand. Sometimes I want so bad for things to be the way they were, but they can't.
Sure they can.
I just like thieving too much.
I love the thieving and the robbing and the stabbing and the heroin.
You try to go back and find out where you made the wrong turn, but you don't know where you made the wrong turn, and every turn you make after that.
The wrong term was joining the
Please
gang.
stop me out someone for directions.
If I asked you for directions,
My first day in Chicago, I got an A+ on my history.
Selfish.
The next day,
what makes
I
you
was
think I'm
arrested.
being selfish?
Because you take things and you only think of yourself.
I only take what I deserve. I spent hours helping people like Mr. Graff and never got anything for it. I've done plenty for this crummy little town, and what did I get for it? Nothing. No, Scott, I think that you're the one who's being selfish.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Do you see that realization?
Accept each
The
other
director's
for
like, I
who
need you
they
to
are.
realize.
You're only willing to be my friend if I change. But I'm not who I was, Scott. I am who I am.
The Oscar
That's
goes
garbage.
to...
You choose who you are. I'm trying to be your friend, so don't you accuse me.
I think this kid's actually a good
Well, who asked
actor.
for your friendship anyways, huh?
You did. That night
This
at my
kid's
house.
Well, I guess it was pretty stupid of me, wasn't it? Should have realized you wouldn't accept me as I am.
That's right. Why should I settle for second best in a friend?
Don't worry, Scott. You won't have to.
Fine.
That guy looks
Just remember,
familiar.
in my neck of the woods,
It's
only
like a
two
young
types of
Steve
people.
Buscemi.
Friends and your enemies.
Is that a threat?
He looks like a young 34-year-old Steve Buscemi. Michael D. Weatherhead?
While you're walking off, Ren, think of this. You never once asked me what happened.
Man, this guy's been in some fucking
You
movies.
never once asked me. You're just like all the rest.
What happened to you in Chicago? Just fucking tell him.
Way.
Did you murder people?
But he was in The Stand.
It's a beautiful day for baseball.
No wonder he looked familiar. Who was he? What? Give me the name. Was he the silent dude?
Mike.
No.
Oh, in The
I
Stand.
think that was Rob Lowe.
Mike Childress. Mike Childress?
Here, let me see.
The Elk Ridge Red Sox hosting the Braves.
The Braves? Sorry, yeah, I'm cooking. I'm animating.
Open the window.
I'm sweating just from being so close to your body.
I'm fine.
That kid's not a child. That's like.
In fact, he's famous for finding ways to keep everybody loose throughout the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Right one down the middle.
Get that, pretty boy. Oh, my mother could hit that one.
Oh man.
You talking shit? You want to talk shit?
Nice catch by the left fielder.
Wait, is there a little league team called the Red Sox?
Yeah.
The Braves go down in order. Big swing, strike three, so Flowers still hasn't got a hit in 8 games.
Ah, Flowers. That's the first time we've heard his last name.
Fatty's gonna crank it out of the park.
Earthquake.
No, Fatty hasn't gotten a hit. Oh, you mean at the end?
Strike one, right down the middle. He's hitting 400. No score, bottom of the first. Red Sox have a golden opportunity here.
Come on, Scott.
Pray for the
I'm just under so much pressure.
Looks over for a signal down first base. Here comes
Pete's not coming to watch my game.
He looks at it right down the middle. Maybe a little championship game tension in the air.
You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.
What are you singing?
They reference it at the beginning because Pete used to always sing him this song.
Pepsi commercial.
Oh. Come on, Whitey, you got this.
They're all white.
But he's Whitey.
Don't the bases have to be loaded in order for that to be any good? Or is that the first point in the game? I don't know anything about any of these characters. You know, like, the people watching, is that his mom? Like, we've seen his mom, that's his dad. That hit was so good, he got 3 points for it. I feel like the other team should be called the Red Sox, and the main team should be called the Braves. You know?
Both are racist, but I see your point.
Since Carpenter's home run in the first inning, so score after 4 full innings of play. It's Red Sox 4, Braves nothing.
Fucking loser Braves.
Fucking nothing, bitch.
Yeah, like, Braves should be winning, and there should be a comeback. They shouldn't just slaughter them. Like, they're just, like, without mercy. They're just crushing these guys. There's no suspense.
Smoked it.
This is like a blowout. They're gonna be riots in the streets. There's no suspense. He's gonna hit it, and they're gonna win like 8-0.
So this time they don't pitch to him, and the Sox left fielder is given an intentional base on balls. Everything continues to go.
Come on, Braves, send these Red Sox home.
Man, Michael D. Weather is the fucking, he's an AD now.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know what he's an AD on, but yeah.
Should be easy for Carpenter to catch.
Know your team down the way you do your friends.
Strange play.
It's like Spectre freezes up when it really counts.
He could have lost that one in the sun, but it also looked like he glanced over.
He was in a movie called Johnny Skid Marks.
Ew.
And he was in an episode of Family Matters. To everybody listening, sorry we're so quiet. This is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Battling back. Since that fly ball that Carpenter lost in the sun,
There's like
things have really switched to the visitors' favor.
There's just no stakes.
Yeah,
like,
there's
at all.
There's no suspense.
They're winning like what?
They're winning 5-3 right now.
Oh, they're making the climb back up.
Yeah, 6-5.
6-5.
It's a long game.
Pete's talking
That's
shit
like
from outside.
That's a ton of points for a baseball game.
So it's been a complete turnaround. Here in the 8th inning, the Braves now lead by 2.
How many innings are there? Like
Sox have a
14?
runner on first.
9 innings,
Elvin
isn't it?
Flowers, who could be the tying run,
I don't know
steps to the
baseball.
plate.
Baseball either.
Lots of tension, folks.
Man, I'd rather be anywhere than up here to bat.
Here's the pitch.
Oh, fatty, your posture's all wrong.
Yeah, his back is bent so much.
Know what I mean?
Flowers looks a little bit like a statue up there right now. Right down.
Man, just crank
I
it.
wish this back catch was chirping him really bad. Come on, fatty. Come on, fatty. Come on, fatty. Come on, come on, come on. Swing, fatty, swing.
Look, this guy can't hit. He's frozen.
Elvin, don't freeze up now.
Oh, he just gave them the sly
Reel
look.
the plate. Look, I can't give this guy 3 perfect pitches. Just look at him. Come on.
They had to stop the game to have that conversation.
So he's just saying he's like, don't throw any tricky shots just in like he's not gonna hit it. I'm confident he won't hit the ball.
He had to stop, go up there and tell him.
And here it goes.
What? How did he do it? Fuck's sake.
Flowers has a double. Now Coach Wilkie apparently is going to send in Jimmy Krantz to run for Flowers. So the tying run is now on second with Scott Carpenter coming to bat for Elkridge.
So they're pulling the fat kid off the base to have another thinner, more fit kid run for him.
What are you doing? What? You didn't hurt me. You hurt the whole team.
Well, it's like I said, Scott. There are 2 kinds of people in this world, right? Your friends and your enemies.
Wow.
Cut the plate, Pete.
Son, the game's not over yet. Get your mitt and get back out in the field.
What?
I'm sorry, Scott. I wish there was something I could do.
You can send him back to Chicago where he belongs.
I hope he just had a heart attack and kills over.
Sorry, Mr. Turner. It's not your fault.
You can't take it
Whoa.
back.
It's all right, Scott.
So they lose what could have been their last opportunity to retake the lead. With runners on second and third, Scott Carpenter, their hard-hitting left fielder, fouls out on a
He
ball
doesn't
layup.
have the form or anything to be a hard hitter, you know? He's like a tiny little kid.
An angry exchange at the backstop.
Hey, Scott. Took a pretty good ribbing out there today, didn't you?
Yeah, you're right.
What just happened?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they lost the game.
Look, why don't you grab a bat? Let me throw you a few.
Why are you still there?
I don't want the season to end like that for you. Come on.
Fucking extra credit?
What's going on?
Do you want to grab a chair?
No, it's good. I'm here because of the mic.
Open the window, Brian.
Well, it's not that. It's just tight.
England until after World War II?
2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. England. England. 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. England, Queen and Country.
Yay for you, USA.
Years, but they never quite succeeded.
No, it's not.
That was a horrible throw.
Don't swing too early. Wait for the ball.
I'm gonna teach him.
Finally, a man by
I'm gonna teach you how to play baseball after you're a heavy hitter, best player on the
This
team.
guy has fucking 2 dads.
This is Man of Steel, or instead of Man of Steel, it's Man of Buttercream.
Man of Buttercream.
You know, most people thought he was crazy. As it turned out, he was right. In fact, somebody asked him once why he was so convinced that nonviolence would work. He said the idea of an eye for an eye only ended up making the rest of the world blind.
Except for the man with 1 eye.
Well, man, that was like really
Whoa, there's the
wise.
dynamite hit.
What movie is that from when he's like, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind? What about the one guy who's got 1 eye left and he goes and he hides in the bushes? And then he comes back out and he can still see. Oh, that's from 7 Psychopaths. That's Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
In the land of the blind, the man with 1 eye is king.
All right, careful.
That's also from Minority Report. The best line from Minority Report. He's buying drugs from the blind guy.
Come on, Pete, just attack him this time.
Oh, yeah, if Pete just dives out of the bushes and takes him out.
There we go.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk to you about the game yesterday. I was just being... I don't know, I just want to say, don't you ever talk to me that way again. Do you understand? Look at me. Don't ever talk to me that way again, and don't you ever, ever, ever threaten me again. Look at me there.
Oh, finally. He's doing some really, real criminal bullish things.
Listen, I just wanted to say, don't you ever talk to me that way. This town is just filled with little kids. Just creamettes everywhere. The background and extra work in this, it feels like they went to a town and they just told the people in the town they were going to shoot a movie and everybody needed to be there.
We're right, don't worry about it.
Oh, they actually beat him up. There we go.
Oh, Scott, what happened?
Alright, guys, don't worry about it. I need to take my papers this afternoon. Why? Where are you going? Just take my route.
Oh, sure thing, Scott.
Thanks, you guys. I really owe you one.
I'm not
There's
surprised
white blood
Pete
on
didn't
him.
leave these two in charge. Frickin' Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Listen, I'm heading down to the swimming hole. See you guys in about an hour.
Why wouldn't they go with him?
Where, will you?
I'm gonna go swim by myself.
I hope he doesn't take I hope he does take an eye for an eye, and he just beats him down with like a piece, like a 2x4,
and pops his eye out, and wears it around his neck.
Yeah, as a trophy.
Oh, come on, come on,
man.
Scott.
I want Scott to have his baseball or his baseball bat, and then do a scene from Untouchables.
What if he has a gun?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You're about to see what Chicago life really is.
Yeah, now that he's not outnumbered, come on, Scott, fuck him up.
Oh, what if Scott gets fucked up again? Pete just beats the hell out of him.
We're alone. Come on, let's do it. I'm ready. What are you standing there for? I said I was ready. Come on, let's fight, huh? You gotta be prepared to accept what you dish out. You understand that? That's the way it is out in the real world. Come on! I said, come on!
Oh, they're gonna make
This
out.
is when they this is when they kiss.
Come on, kiss him already.
Tongue fuck him, bud.
Oh God, no.
Tongue fuck him. Come on,
The
like
sexual tension is like.
What are you
That's
doing?
all you came there for?
You walk away from me? Come on! You came here for revenge, so come and get it!
An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
I just learned this today.
You're a coward! I'm only gonna make things worse for you, you understand that?
Man, ask him what happened in Chicago.
I don't want to hurt him like you hurt me. You keep yelling at me to fight. That's when I realized I didn't want an eye for an eye. That's what I told him. I feel sorry for Pete.
This movie should have been called An Eye for an Eye.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did the right thing, son. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but what good is it if it doesn't help? I mean,
Is his
shouldn't
mom
doing
gonna
what's
speak?
right change something?
Ever since your mom was mute. Her tongue was cut out by the Pete gang 20 years ago. That's when the ButterCream gang was made, to fight him.
Peter's father and the Pete gang.
Then I had to kill Peter's father. And now you have to kill Pete. It's the balance of the force.
We're writers.
We're making our own butter. We're gonna make Ghost Games 2. We're gonna make ButterCream Gang
I tried
2.
to get him to talk about it one night.
The creaming.
I was gonna say the creaming.
The creaming.
The way you treat people is between you and your God. But the way I treat you is between me and mine. Well,
They should be the same God theoretically, right?
Private Paulson.
I was gonna ask you to pass me the DVD cover, but
We were out on night patrol.
Oh,
The point man was down. Of course, Scott Paulson, being the man that he was, volunteered to go.
what are they talking about?
The ironic thing about the whole situation was that he died saving a soldier that absolutely hated him. I just couldn't understand why he would do it.
Is he talking about being in
Well, the
Nam?
war
I
ended.
don't know. I missed the beginning.
Life went on, and I forgot all about it until the night you were born. The first time I held you in my arms, I realized that I would give my life to protect you. And at that moment, I remembered Private Scott Paulson. I finally understood why he did what he did.
Because I hate you, son.
I hate you so.
I hate you so much. You made your mama mute.
Think if I left, it'll change.
If you love Pete just to make him change,
When somebody can't act, don't give them, like, 90% of the inspirational lines. They're like, play the piano louder. Play the piano louder.
Are those who can love someone without having that person love them back.
Yeah, but how do I do that?
But I do love Pete, and I know he loves me too.
Overlook what he does and instead think about who he really is. Just like you did today.
Nobody's cleaned the blood under his nose yet.
Rub some dirt on it.
Mr. Graf?
Be right there.
What if he's being robbed right now?
Say,
go away, Scott.
Say you'll be right there, old man.
Say everything's okay.
Mr. McGrath, are you packing up? So much of my product's been stolen. I can't afford to keep the shop open.
For Till Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that would be.
The brothers are just there shopping.
Oh, that would be such a. Oh man.
The Gecko brothers.
What about?
I know I should have told you sooner.
Quentin Tarantino's got all the cremettes.
Oh no. Oh no.
You had the nerve to tell me that you owed it to him for all the stuff he's done for you.
This will only mean one thing.
You're right. You should have told me sooner. But if it helps, I already knew.
You did? Why didn't you do anything about it?
I did.
Pete scares me shitless. Stabbed my dog. Stole my bike.
Killed my wife.
Made her mute. Cut her tongue out.
Yeah, but you shouldn't let him steal from you, though.
Oh, you're right.
But an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
From now on, I'm just going to give him the treats in appreciation for all the help he gave me. Then he won't be stealing.
So if somebody's doing some bad behavior...
Man, these guys fucking suck. They're like 5 feet away.
What you got there, spaghetti hams?
What the hell is he wearing? That cutoff looks like a giant bra.
Yeah, these are our train tracks.
What if they have a fight in between the train? Like the train comes while they're fighting?
We bought the railroad.
Bought it from the Red Sox.
Are you lost?
No, I'm not lost. Been looking for you.
Here I am. What do you want?
Pete,
What?
you're my friend. You'll always be my friend. No matter what you do.
So if I take that bike away from you, what are you gonna do about it?
It's a real serious moment, guys. Didn't give him the bike. It's your bike now.
I'd cut the brakes on the bike and give it to him.
Now you don't have to take it.
You better hurry up, we're home.
Pretty late tonight, son.
You get eaten by coyotes.
What if Pete just wrecks the bike?
There's nothing.
This movie could go on forever.
This
I know.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
There's like
This movie takes no risks.
No fucking drinks in the store.
Man, I like how the other two buttercreamers are not important now.
They were never important. We know nothing about them. We know nothing about the other two buttercreamers. We're listening
Is this the same song from earlier?
It is. They started at the same place.
It's the other. How many montages has this movie had?
Enough. The perfect amount.
This is like 2 movies in one. We watched the entire movie, and then right before it like got to the end,
I'll get you, you little bitch. Throw
it just
a football
like
at me, I'll
picked
fuck
up
you
again and started.
Yeah, let's play football. Come on. Toss the old pigskin.
And starry nights when each wish came true. Can't you send all
Forced into a game
He
of
was
football.
forced straight into a football game.
won't you please tell
He's trying to fight his instincts.
I've always been a buttercreamer.
You know I'm American. I gotta play my football.
How do they always like accidentally run into each other? Like
Because the town is 50 square feet. That's why.
I bet you it is.
The watering hole is just right on the other side of grounds.
I'm gonna steal your groceries. Yeah?
Draft mercantile.
That scene just contradicted everything they just said. Why didn't they just give him the groceries?
Because they're probably for that old lady who can't fucking go anywhere. Oh, they're fucking up the buttercream headquarters.
Oh my god.
Not the butter castle.
This is like the begin, you know, like this is like the middle of the movie, you know? Like this is when the most conflict is.
How long is this summer? Fuck.
They're all in their 20s now.
Yeah. He's about 50 now.
Fuck your couch.
This is going on for so long, like I'm exhausted from making fun of this movie.
It's,
like I'm like I want it to end already.
Dig deep.
How much time is left?
Fuck.
It's almost over.
It's only been an hour and 17
He's gonna
minutes.
smash the picture. God, this song sucks.
I want. You know what would make it so much better if it was Cats in the Cradle. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Look at him. That's a dedicated young man.
These guys are just going out of their way.
What the fuck with him? Yeah.
Nobody's getting their news. That's a federal crime. You're tampering with mail. Fuck you, bud.
I gotta say, that's pretty good, actually.
That is really great.
Yeah, so your papers all piled up there. Thought we hang out, keep an eye on them, wait for you to get back.
Thanks.
Thanks, it was nice of you.
Oh, it's no problem, man. Oh, man, I'm a little bit concerned.
But that
about
looks like
how
a straight up
irresponsible
Nazi.
you are.
Yeah.
I mean, not only are the papers late, but anybody could have just walked up and, I don't know, stolen them or something. See you around, buddy.
Man, this is not realistic because that guy's grandfather would have beat his ass.
Oh yeah, their grandfather would have run him over with his car, his crank car.
Hey, thanks for the bike.
Oh no, what's happening?
Wow, 2 papers in one day? You are an earbeaver, aren't you?
Why didn't you grab the first fucking
She hasn't
one?
been in the movie since the dance. She hasn't been in the movie for like 40 minutes.
You realize that she's not wearing her glasses now that
Yeah.
he said she was pretty?
But in real life, it's a lot harder. Maybe it isn't supposed to be easy.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind.
Girl, you can't see shit. Like,
She just falls in that little well.
the
Whoa,
ditch.
for yourself.
Can you blame me?
You notice how she noticed he did the paper route twice. When you see him came the first time, you grab the fucking papers.
Yeah, right. Go out there and get it.
Timing, perfect. So what are we doing now, Pete? You guys take off, right?
What are you talking about?
I said get out of here, or I won't be alone.
He looks high.
Nice bike, buddy.
You may not believe this, but I think you have made a difference.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, I don't think you made a difference in Pete. But I think others have changed. I think you have. In a way, I kind of feel sorry for Pete. He can't go anywhere now without somebody reminding him what he used to be like.
Yeah, that would be tough for him.
Well, you know what they say. All good things must come to an end.
Well, you know, we could always go back and pick up our papers.
Is that a saying? All good things must come to an end? Is that a thing? Well, does this make you happy in your life? It's gonna end.
I think somebody broke into Pete's house. Sure? Oh, but I left Elvin there to watch. Elvin? Did you see me sending him for help?
Man, nobody has
Poor
faith in
Elvin.
Elvin.
Nobody has any
He has
fucking
no
faith in
character
him.
arc at all.
He can't.
He's like, I'm a loser who can't do anything. End of the movie. I'm still a loser who can't do
Elvin
anything.
can't watch the house. He's fat.
He's incompetent.
Just be Mr. Turner. They just went inside.
What? Did you tell him there might be somebody in there? Well, you told me not to move. Where's my milkshake?
Hey,
Oh my god.
They have no concept for things that are important. How does this kid know?
watching Pete.
We see everything. We are the watchers.
They
We are the creamettes.
These fucking kids are always watching from
These
some
little
fucking
girls
Yeah,
know
what are you
what's
doing?
going
We're
on.
watching Pete. They're always watching
I
Pete.
can't wait till I have a blonde child so I can just have it fucking watch from.
Can I sit in that cornfield and watch my nemesis?
To me right now. Real bad. Listen to him, Gramps.
I've told you I don't have my hair. It's in the bank in a safe deposit box.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. I saw him here the other day. Don't worry about it. The insurance will pay for it. Don't let him hurt me.
Oh, it's a real criminal?
No, I think Pete staged this.
Yeah, he is.
Pete staged it to get money out of his poor grandpa.
Go get the sheriff for me.
Insurance will pay for it.
All right. You're on him back. On the porch.
You keep your money under your porch? What if it fucking rains?
Oh my god! Man, this grown man was taken out by two kids.
The one useful activity for this kid.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, fuck cops? Alright, let's stop playing. Let's go.
Eldon just butt fucked his stomach.
You trying to pull, kid?
So there was like a drifter going through town. Hey, Mr.
No,
Drifter, you want to rob my grandpa?
No, he said, what kind of double cross are you trying to pull?
I know, but where'd this guy come from? They live in a tiny ass town.
I set the whole thing up to get money to go back to Chicago.
I don't believe that. Why?
You ruined everything. Just leave me alone.
Frig!
But where did that guy come from? I mean, they're like a small town. They have the Watcher girls everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everything. Where'd this guy come from?
I won't give
Your
up.
money, old man. What? Open it up. Come on.
It's all right, Pete. If you need some money, I'll give you some.
Don't you get it, old man? You're being robbed here.
Well, I know that's what you're trying to do. But if I give you the money, then you're not robbing me.
Mind games.
$274. Is that enough?
You're as crazy as Scott. This whole town is crazy. What's the matter with you people? Don't you got any brains?
Fucking hit the guy in the blue
Wouldn't
shirt.
that be great if Pete was right the whole time? All the people in the town are like psychotic, crazy people, and Pete's just trying to get out. Give me all your chips! Give me your Coca-Colas!
I'm gonna tear apart this whole store until you do stop me, you understand?
Oh, this poor woman.
I
just wanted some milk.
groceries.
Why are you doing this?
Because I want to.
Stop it, Pete. You're fighting with Mr. Crab with me.
You better back off, Scott. I'm gonna crack you upside the head.
This is the most, like, this is the best scene in the movie.
You're right, I'm not.
What's wrong with you people? You're all crazy.
I've done everything I know how to show you that I
He's
exist
lost
for who
those
you
good
are.
Christian values.
You're my friend no matter what you do. You're right about me being selfish, and I've tried to show
I
you
found
that.
Satan.
I'm confused, Pete. What do you really want?
I read the what death in the what is the thing called in the Death Mononicon? Necronomicon.
Pete, you're my friend. I can't hate you. Can't you accept that? No.
Where'd the blue guy go? Well, there he is.
Man, that scene would have been way better with a gun.
ButterCream.
Don't you realize you're being robbed, old man? You guys are all crazy.
I'm robbing you.
I just want to go back to Chicago.
Fuck this movie's boys.
That was the most interesting scene in the whole movie.
Little bitch.
Fuck this kid.
Here's the police. Jeez, there's been like... Is he the sheriff?
But that would be a great twist.
My son's been under house arrest.
Is there any sign of Pete yet? No, sir. No sign at all.
The one cop.
If this movie ended with Pete's suicide, that would be my favorite movie of all time.
Would it really?
Pete's hanging in the...
Yeah, just swinging from a tree.
Swinging from the treehouse tree.
Clubhouse tree.
That would be on the front of the box.
I don't care what he
write
says.
his name in
No.
blood. Hate me.
I don't
You
care.
guys are all crazy.
Guys, I don't care what he says. He was a buttercreamer till the end.
I heard that you're back in Chicago.
This guy's relentless.
I still consider you
Oh,
one
it's
of my
winter
best
again.
friends.
Finally.
We
We had some great times together.
Especially last summer. What a hoot. Fuck.
I don't know if you're getting my letters.
I still have the scars from when
or
you
what's
beat
happening in
me.
your life now. But I'd sure like to hear from you. My paper route is really getting spread out.
He doesn't give a fuck about your paper route.
But spring, fall is winter, and that means baseball. School's about the same.
I think Pete doesn't care about his baseball.
Oh,
Pete doesn't
spring
care
again.
about his.
That guy's running a meth lab right now.
Since I've seen you.
What if Peter's like a mythical creature that only shows up during the summertime?
Every
20 years.
27 summers.
It's like the Legend of Bagger Vance, but for bullying.
Will you be visiting your grandfather this summer?
I've never seen that movie.
It'd be great to see you. I still don't know if you're getting my letters. Something else.
The way he's reading these is like.
How did your aunt take you back? Where are you living in Chicago?
He's living in that dumpster. That he's living up the fire escape that was in the first scene.
Is Pete here?
His whole family's. Pete's murdered his family.
One of us.
Is he dead? Hold on.
What happened?
It's about Pete.
Oh!
As I am today. I just want you to know, son, it doesn't always turn out this way.
Well, what happened?
I'm really proud of you. You did the right thing.
Someone please tell me what's going on.
Mr. Turner, I think we ought to have the Reverend read that letter. He's got a lot more experience with this type of thing.
Come on.
What is happening?
Tell me he's dead.
I know I haven't written you since last year when I told you that Pete had come back to town and was staying with some of the other members of the gang he belonged to down here. I was reading the paper the other day when I saw his name in the article that I've included. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
What if he like becomes like.
Scott, maybe I should have you read this.
Local gang member saves kitten? I don't know.
Local gang member goes from heroin to cocaine.
Read it out loud, Scott.
Today at 2 o'clock, the mayor of Chicago honored, for the first time in the city's history, a member of a gang. That gang member was Pete Turner.
Oh my god. You
Mr.
fucking
Turner's gang is
pussies.
nothing usual. Mr. Turner tells his gang, if you'll accept yourself for who you are and truly love others, a lot of good will happen. This gang, which only a few months ago was typical of those often found in the area, refuses to fight or participate in any kind of illegal activity.
Then they're not a gang!
Instead, they devote much of their time to helping and serving the community around them.
Please tell me they're called the Nut Butter Gang.
The Scott Butter Gang.
You did it, Scott.
This is all you, Scott.
Scotty!
Scott, get it!
Fuck this.
That was rough.
That was hard to watch.
Really rough.
Okay, end on a freeze frame, please. End on a freeze frame.
I was so happy Evan was almost back into the movie for the suicide.
Fuck. Come on.
Just some stuff about his new gang. Oh, he wants to make sure that we tell Mr. Gaffney he's sorry. You can send him $20. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for fucking $45 worth of damages.
That kid just threw a handful of darts.
Well, now there's a Chicago chapter of the ButterCream gang.
Oh, look, there's a girl in the treehouse.
Dude, they would all get slaughtered. I mean, if they're like, we're not gonna fight you.
What's that? I think it's time for the ButterCreamers to have a girl member. We'd be able to help with a lot of things.
Not ready for
This
you.
movie can take down bullying and like gang violence, but it can't take down like.
Oh, get in there.
They can't do any lip kissing. No lip kissing.
Man, if this movie was made in 2017, she'd already be sucking on that dick.
Oh yeah.
But all the creamettes would be twerking.
Oh god. Fuck.
ButterCreamers, let's ride!
Full Tarzan.
You don't suppose we'll need the rope again, do you? Send me up this time.
You kidding? Come on, time's wasted.
How is this woman falling down like every 2 years Mrs. Walter falls down and the ButterCream gang must save her?
You know
if
what
they don't, an evil Pete demon comes and terrorizes the town for
You know
the
what
summer.
the very next scene could be? It could be them getting together and all the men in the town, in this little village, can get because they're all former Buttercreamers, I guess. Like, they could all be just like, you can't let a girl into the Buttercream gang.
Or we see...
And then it's the Buttercream gang, instead of taking on gangs and, like, trying to train people back, it goes to, like, it's like the Buttercream gang
The Buttercream house.
Fuck. No, the Buttercream gang tackles sexism. That's the sequel.
What if we watch the exact same movie but with a bunch of old men? Because it's like the old Buttercreamers. Do you know? Okay, wait. Where's my? Okay.
You know what? No, I want to have that girl say the exact line, and then an old man just say no and beat the shit out of her.
Why don't you let me go into the Buttercream gang?
Like, I mean, fucking Smokey and the Bandit beat the shit out of her.
Time to earn your keep, girl.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's terrible.
That is terrifyingly terrible. What'd you guys think of the movie besides that?
Oh, now we actually have to review the movie?
That movie was deceptively boring.
That was.
I think the movie's fucking hilarious.
Everybody, I'm sorry we put you through that.
I'm sorry we
that
put
movie's
ourselves.
fucking hilarious.
No, that was really bad.
We had a good time.
That was so bad.
What'd you guys think of Eldon?
Eldon was the best. He was the best character.
Yeah.
Mysterious. I knew nothing about him except for he was a fat kid who sucked at everything.
And only wanted food.
And never had an arc at all.
No.
He started the movie as this terrible kid who couldn't do anything, and then finished the movie as this terrible kid who couldn't do anything.
Completely incompetent.
Nobody had any arcs. Nobody changed throughout this
Everybody
movie.
who they were at the beginning of the movie, except for Pete, changed. Within
No,
5
but
minutes.
No, but he's back to his good ways
Pete
again.
didn't change. Pete was the nice guy. Then for a summer he was a douche, and then they found out he changed.
Well, he had a dark arc.
We never saw his change except for through a letter, but we never actually saw his change.
Yeah, his actual change.
You know, his gang could have been holding the guy hostage, the mayor hostage, and been like,
This'll
"You
get
better
these
tell
fucking
him."
letters from coming in because Andy Dufresne, I'll write 2 letters a day.
I wanted to learn more about why how Pete's mother died and why he had that weird accent.
What if it was gang violence?
Oh.
Because what his aunt lives in
Chicago.
In Chicago. So what if they live
Where's
there?
her husband?
And her
Gang violence.
He is gang
You
violence.
only see her raising kids, and you don't even see the kids. You just hear of them.
What?
Yeah, she's mentioned. Pete's aunt mentioned that he had kids.
She had kids. Yeah. That beginning bit in Chicago was really weird.
Yeah. Hey, we got one alley scene. It's like, hey, you guys, what'd you do?
Yeah. Oh, the cops are coming.
Oh, the cops are coming. You guys run.
You got the wrong guy. I'm sure that's a lot. Like the cops are like,
oh yeah, I hear that all the time, buddy. They had Mounties. That's what they all say there, bud.
But in their gang, the kids in their gang were like 8 years old. In Pete's gang,
And one could play a wicked fucking guitar.
What? Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh man.
More like Crimey Ray Vaughan.
All right. That was the ButterCream gang.
That was the fucking ButterCream gang.
It certainly was. And good news! There's another one!
Tune in next week. We just found out.
I'm so surprised how many reviews have already been done on the ButterCream gang.
Yeah.
That's like...
Watch all of them. A lot of them will probably be better than this one.
Yeah. Just give us a try, though.
We're fun enough.
We recommend this podcast to the elderly.
And everybody who is currently in the ButterCream gang.
Everyone who is sensitive in regards to jokes, be them racial, sexist.
This goes out to our Buttercreamers all over the world.
Yeah, do your good deeds, and your friends will leave you. And join city gangs.
We're watching some of these ButterCream gang reviews right now. That's going down.
Nope, not.
Yep.
Nope.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
You got the right one, baby.